Hello all. So I did a video messed up, starting over. So I'm gonna try to pick up the pace and get right into it. So, rough 3 years ago-ish, I OD'd, I died, was brought back. I've come from a lifetime of one situation to another. And I can remember back, as far back as I can remember, always having some kind of temptation in my life. Always. Drugs, women, you name it. Whatever would destroy me's always been presented and put in my face. I got on TikTok a few years ago, now a year, 2 years ish, a year and a half, and and getting requests from girls and having girls flirt with me that lived in my area and this, that, and the third. So from one thing to another, always being tempted and having stuff thrown in my face. So then a year and a half, so some 2, 3 years ago now, I met Ryan Leone and was watching this guy's video, and he was a cool guy. He's friends with Johnny Depp. He was doing screenplays and knows a bunch of people in Hollywood. So just watching his videos would get the taste for wanting the glamorous life. Most of you do or don't know, this guy was, friends with the who's who in Hollywood. And so this really gives you a taste for that life. So somewhere in there, I did a video with Alan Lindblom. As you've seen, it was number 322, which happens to be a high angelic and whatever illuminati number. And so I posted a video on TikTok, and around the same time I had found the Illuminati. After searching and dealing with several fakes over a 3-month period or so, it got down to where I found out who the real ones were. So I'm liking their videos, and when you like their videos, even the fakes, they've got people, plants in there watching all this. So this is how I found out at the end of all this. So first, I'm intrigued. I'm now just checking out the Illuminati. I'm liking their stuff, and I post the 322 video, and I get all kind of crazy traffic. Okay, people in industry, people in finance, all kind of higher ups, people in the entertainment industry. This was on my old account, Mike is Nuts. So I had a taste for this, and there was a point where I had gotten where I almost sold out. They had offered me $200,000 a month, $1 million sign-on deal, $100,000 car, and a mansion anywhere in the world. This is what you get right off the rip when you sign the deal. Whatever, go through the whatever ritual, whatever you have to do. So after watching this guy Ryan and meeting some other people that I met, I started to get a thirst and a taste for it. And so it was close to signing out, and I thought it would, and I almost signed out one time, and I backed out at the last minute. I talked about all this, and then I get a email from Illuminati headquarters, and they send me an app, and said download this, get rid of all the other people, erase all your other Illuminati contacts, and they gave and a name, so they knew everything. Like I said, they watched the fakes. They got real pages. They got fake pages. They got people that are in both in the comment section. This is how they scout. Okay, they literally scout for people. So I put myself in that position, and around this time, I was watching Ryan and his videos, and he's friends with a lot of Hollywood people, and I was getting a thirst for it and a taste for it. I started saying things to Ryan, I'll be your neighbor, this, that, and the third, and I was unsure and was planning on selling out. I was planning on selling out on my 50th birthday in October and moving to LA and buying my wife a house and moving out there. And so my head wasn't right, obviously. And there again, temptation was getting the best of me. And so one day I get this email from Illuminati headquarters, and they said, download this app now and do this, that, and the third. I was scared to death. truthfully. I had already filled out an application. I had spoken with two different people. I spoke about this. I was in a chat with a guy who was trying to force me to sign the deals, asked me, tell me, gave me 2, 3 days, gave me a list of what the things you had to choose from, what you can choose to sacrifice. It can be one of a dozen different things: people, yourself, money, sleep. Sleep was going to be mine. A dozen different things you could use as your sacrifice to join, and mine was going to be sleep. And so around this time, I got this message from them, illuminati. I was working at the time, and I was scared to death that they were going to do something. So I downloaded the app, and I'm in there. I'm having problems with this app. This app's has gotten into everything. It's spreading through, and it's making it hard to function. It was making it hard to MapQuest. Like it was trying to take over, and be part of everything. And so I was having troubles with this thing, and I'm trying to download it, and I'm working. I got to get this job done. I'm a good several hours. I'm a good hour. I'm in Gainesville. I'm like over an hour from home. I'm trying to get this job done. They're emailing me. They emailed me three times in a matter of an hour. Had me freaking out. So scared. I thought they, either sign the deal or maybe they were going to put a hit on me. I didn't know what what was going to happen to me at that point. I thought maybe I'd gone too far. So I get home that evening and I get another email from them. And now I break down and I get tears in my eyes. I'm fighting for my life. And my wife looks at me and says, "What? I haven't told her any of this now, right?" So I tell her. It broke her heart. She's mad, furious. This was 5 months ago ish, 6, 7 months ago. She's still having a hard time with it. But I came clean and told her, and she baptized me. I got in the bath and was baptized. And at that time, I never even put two and two together. So before this, before when I was about to sell it, I said I'm going to do the deal on my 50th birthday in October. Right at the exact same moment, at the same time, Ryan dies. Okay? So I would have signed the deal, moved to Hollywood, and I wouldn't even have been with my buddy. So it's crazy how some of these things, run in pairs, run together, have something to do with one another. It's what I'm telling you. It's what I've seen, what I've experienced my whole life. So I baptized. I let my wife baptize me, and I deleted I deleted everything to do with them. I got them all off of my TikTok. I still had guys that were following me. I was still getting messages. I had to delete some people. I had some people hit me up on different apps, WhatsApp, and so it was a fiasco. So here I would have sold out. My buddy would have died. I didn't. This is before I even knew about the rapture. Okay, this is before the numbers even started. The numbers immediately, probably right after I got baptized, the numbers started. You can see it on here. You can literally go look back and look to what point I was at where. You even see videos about Illuminati when I transferred. When I went from, I had in my head it was going to do it, and then baptized and completely went the other way. You can see the timelines on here. So I'll be damned if about the same time that I baptized, these numbers started speaking to me. You call it what you say, what you want. I really don't care if you believe me or not. There's video proof in here. I'll be speaking on numbers and they'll appear one right after the other. And I never even thought about it till I think pretty much right here now. It didn't dawn on me till a few minutes ago. Then my numbers started coming right after I baptized. Right after. Like I don't know, it could be a day or two. I could probably find out now that I'm aware of it and go back and look. Okay, I remember this video. I remember exactly when my wife baptized me. It was just, like I said, it was the same exact day that I was getting these emails from Illuminati and scared shitless. And was baptized and automatically transferred and immediately started getting messages from God. And there again, I have crazy coincidences stemming back to 13. So the Lord's been working on me, working with me. I'm nowhere near the same person I was 6 months to a year ago, as to 2, as a 3, as a 4 year. I don't even know that person. I used to be angry, bitter, resentful, hateful, arrogant. I'm none of those things anymore. So I'm still in the transformation. So, still to this day and time, I still see this stuff, okay? So, a few years ago, I started getting, when I, so I'm friends with screenwriters. I'm friends with guys in the entertainment industry. A lot of people know this. I'm friends with, real good friends with the guy Seth Ferrante, who I've met twice in person. Book writer's got a publication. Um, Film deals. He does films, documentaries, ones that do millions of views um, on Netflix. Seth Ferrante, you can see on here. A lot of people do know who that is. A lot of people here new that don't know who that is. So I met him through Ryan, and we become good and close friends. And our video cuts out at 7:26. Another one of these provables. So I submerged myself when I first got into YouTube and started seeing Ryan and seeing that here's this guy, successful, got film deals, got all kind of crazy deals. Things going on with musicians and with Johnny Depp, who's about to go to France, all kind of cool ass stuff. So around that time, I started submerging myself into the um, mob genre on Facebook, and I spread my wings. And in the past couple of years, it's been more and more. I'm watching and have seen guys I'm friends with that I talk to on a daily basis. Small guys, I'm watching small guys that I've been friends with starting doing things now. Um, Bill Bill Blaze, a lot of people know that is. Friends with him. Like I said, it's not no big deal. I'm just telling you people I'm friends with this guy Bill Blaze, and he he's posting videos on Facebook. He's down on the movie shoot of the Desirables with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are doing their own film, the Undesirables or Desirables, in Boston, Mass. Right now. Stax is down there doing stuff, interviews. He's on location. You can see all that. Bill Stacks. Look up on Facebook, on YouTube. So I've watched him. He's friends with also same this guy Joey Barty, I think his name is. Friends with him. I'm friends with him on Facebook and TikTok. And Joe DeBarty is an actor. He's in all kind of stuff. He was recently on SVU. He's friends with that guy. You know the main cop on SVU, the bald headed, had thin hair on top. The main guy in SVU. I can't think of his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The main cop detective dude. He's good friends with him. They get pictures together, whatever. So Joe DeBarty, they've done films. Joe DeBarty's in all kind of films, and Seth, my Ferrante, my buddy's friends with him, and another guy, Ori. There's this old man, Ori, I'm friends with. He's they called the Accidental Gangster. He's doing a movie. They're doing a movie about his life in Hollywood right now. I'm friends with him. He's an old man. Like I said, these are not very well known people, but they're doing very large things. So I'm friends with all these guys, right? Uh, Gunnar on Lindblom, I'm friends with. They're doing a book. They're doing a Hollywood deal about his life. So I'm friends with a lot of people like that. Well, what I can tell you is I can now and have probably my whole life, but it's intensified. I see things in the spirit. Okay. I can see things for what they are, like I've never been able to before. Okay. I can see through. So I now know I, like I said, I smothered myself in the mob genre, and most of these guys that I know, and they all are around industry people, So you see what I'm getting at. And come to find out, I can't say for certain. Don't hold me to this. I'm only giving my opinion. I don't know for sure, but in my spirit, I know they're all Freemasons. Okay, so get to it. I don't know. There again, I don't have facts. I only know what I know, and I can tell you, and I see like these numbers. What I see, I now see through the bull and see straight to what's really going on. You get on film deals and they're doing films and movies about your life, and you hang out with those kind of people, those kind of crowds. I don't have to say much more, okay? So there again, this is not news to anyone that's been following me that I've been working on my name and pushing my name and pushing it through different groups and whatnot. And I'm friends with probably anybody and everybody that's a former mobster that's not in prison. I'm friends with all those guys. Bobby Lucci, the the list goes on. Like I said, I've been working on these relationships for the past 2 3 years. This is not a pat on the back. Please get out of it when I want you to get out of it. So I see, all these people that I somewhat, I guess you could say, look up to, want to follow after. No more. No more at all. I can now see through. It's easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than it is to get through it for a rich man to get into heaven. Do you follow me, people? Get right with the Lord. He's coming back. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to find this out or to know this. Believe me, not believe me, you don't have to. That's up to you. I'm telling you what I see and what I know. And what I know more in my heart, in my mind, than I do that I can show you on paper, okay? It's the best I can give and tell you from what I've seen all in my life, being somebody with ADHD. I've dealt with mental stability, instability, 5 years incarceration. I've seen and been through a lot more than most. Get right with the Lord. He's coming back.